Hi students, I am continuing the chapter straight lines, and today I am going to discuss some problems related to general equations of line. It's very important, so listen carefully. This is our first question. Reduce the following equations into slope-intercept form and find their slopes and y-intercept. Okay, and this is first part of the question is x plus 7y equal to 0, and second part of the question is 6x plus 3y minus 5 equal to 0. Okay, so let's start the solution of this question. So I'm taking the first part of the question. Given that x plus 7y equal to 0, right? So it's clearly see that this is in the form of general equation of a line, that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. And in this question they are asking to find out the slope-intercept form and also find their slopes and y-intercept. And what is slope-intercept form? Y equal to mx plus c is the slope-intercept form. And m is the slope, and here c is the y-intercept. Okay. So next I'm going to convert this general equation of a line into slope-intercept form. For that I'm going to take this x to RHS. We get 7y equal to minus x, and from this y equal to minus x by 7. Okay. So this is in the form of y-intercept form, y equal to mx plus c. So here, and this can be also written as minus 1, y equal to minus 1 by 7 into x. Okay. So comparing with the standard form of slope-intercept form, that is y equal to mx plus c, here m is the coefficient of x. So from this we get the slope m is equal to minus 1 by 7. Here c is equal to 0 because there is no constant part in this given equation. So the y-intercept is 0. Okay. That's all this question. And moving to second part of this question, here given that the second equation is 6x plus 3y minus 5 equal to 0. And again this is in the form of general equation of a line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. And we know that the slope-intercept form is y equal to mx plus c. So next I am going to convert this general equation of a line into a slope-intercept form. For that I am going to taking this as 6x and minus 5 to RHS, we get 3y equal to minus 6x. This 6x is changes to minus 6x, and plus minus 5 changes to plus 5. Okay. And from this y equal to minus 6x plus 5 whole divided by 3, and dividing individually, and we get minus 6 by 3x plus 5 by 3. So cancel this 3 and 6, it will become minus 2 here. So this equation is reduced to y equal to minus 2x plus 5 by 3. Next I am going to comparing this equation with the slope-intercept form, that is y equal to mx plus c. Here slope m is equal to coefficient of x, that is minus 2, and y-intercept that is c is equal to 5 by 3. Okay, so this is our final answer. I hope you understood this question. This is our next question. Reduce the following equations into intercept form and find their intercept on the axis. First part of the question is 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. and second part of this question is 4x minus 3y equal to 6. Okay, so let's start the solution of this question. Here first question is 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0, and this is in the form of general equation of a line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. And in this question we need to convert this general equation of a line into intercept form. And what is intercept form? Intercept form is x by a plus y by b equal to 1. Right. So next I am going to convert this equation into intercept form and also find out the intercept on the axis. That means a and b. Here a is the x-intercept is a and y-intercept is b. Okay, so taking our question 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Next I am going to taking this minus 12 to RHS, so it will become 3x plus 2y equal to 12. And we can see that in intercept form RHS is 1, so making this 12 to 1, I am going to dividing throughout by 12. That means 3x plus 2y divided by 12 equal to 12 by 12. Dividing throughout by 12 on both sides, we get this step. And next I am going to divide it in individually, and we get 3x by 12 plus 2 by 12y equal to 1. This 12 by 12 will change us to 1. And here 3 and 12 will cancel and it will become 4 here. And here also 2 and 12 will cancel and this 12 will become 6. And in the next step, it can be written as x by 4 plus y by 6 equal to 1. And this is in the form of x by a plus y by b equal to 1, intercept form. So from this we get the x-intercept a equal to 4 and b equal to 6. Okay, I hope you understood this question. Moving to the second question, 4x minus 3y equal to 6. 4x minus 3y equal to 6. So this is again is in the form of general equation of a line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Right. So next I am going to convert this general equation of a line into intercept form. And intercept form, that means x by a plus y by b equal to 1. So for that I am going to dividing throughout by 6 on both sides, because in intercept form RHS is 1. So for making this 6 to 1, we have to dividing throughout by 6 on both sides, and we get 4x minus 3y whole divided by 6 equal to 6 by 6, and this will further equal to on our LHS I am going to divide it individually, and we get 4x by 6 minus 3y by 6 equal to 1. Okay, so here this 4 and 6 will cancel and it will become 2 by 3, and here 3 and 6 will cancel and it is changes to 2, and finally we get our intercept form as 2 by 3x minus y by 2 equal to 1. But in our intercept form, equation of intercept form, x is alone, right, in numerator. So this can be also changes to x by 3 by 2 is same as that of 2 by 3x minus y by 2 equal to 1. Okay. Here in intercept form the sign is plus. So next here I am going to change this sign to plus and giving this minus to this 2 here. Okay. So this is as same as that of in intercept form, right? So here we get x-intercept A is equal to 3 by 2 and y-intercept B equal to minus 2. So note that here it is always plus. So convert this minus to plus by taking this minus to the denominator of y. Okay. I hope you understood this question. This is our third question. Reduce the following equations into normal form. Find their perpendicular distance from the origin and angle between perpendicular and the positive x-axis. Okay. And first part of the question is x minus root 3y plus x equal to 0. And second part of the question is x minus y equal to 4. Okay. So here, taking the first question, x minus root 3y plus 8 equal to 0. Okay. So here we need to convert this equation of general equation of a line. This is in the form of general equation of a line, right? Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So in this question we need to convert this equation into normal form. And what is normal form? Normal form of equation of a line is x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p, where p is the perpendicular distance from origin and omega is the angle between perpendicular and positive x-axis. Okay. So first of all, I am taking this question x minus root 3y plus 8 equal to 0. So next I am going to take this 8 to RHS. So here we get x minus root 3y equal to, this plus 8 is changes to minus 8 here. Okay. This term is always positive. So I am going to multiply throughout by minus 1 on both sides. Here we get minus x plus root 3y equal to 8 because distance is always positive. Okay. So from this we get a equal to, a is the coefficient of x, that is minus 1, and b equal to coefficient of y is root 3 and c equal to 8. Okay. So next I am going to find out cos omega, and we know that cos omega is equal to plus or minus a divided by root of a square plus b square. Right. So substituting the values here a is minus 1 divided by root of minus 1 whole square plus b value is root 3 square, and it will equal to minus 1 divided by root of 1 plus 3. Root 3 square is 3. So in the denominator it will become a root 4, and finally we get 1 by 2 is the value of cos omega. Okay. Next one, we need to calculate the sin omega, and we know that sin omega is equal to plus or minus b divided by root of a square plus b square. Here b is root 3, so substituting here we get root 3 divided by root of minus 1 whole square plus root 3 whole square. Here denominator is same in both the case, so I am writing here root of minus 1 whole square plus root 3 whole square, the value is 2, right? So here we get sine omega value is root 3 by 2. Okay. Again, next we need to find out the value of P, that is perpendicular distance from origin. P value is equal to plus or minus C divided by root of A square plus B square. Here C is 8 divided by root of minus 1 all square plus root 3 all square. Denominator part is same in all the case. So I am writing the denominator value 2 here, and we get 4 is the value of P. Okay. And we know that normal form is x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to P. And we get the value of cos omega as minus 1 by 2. So I am writing here plus y into the value of sin omega is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2, and the value of P is 4. Okay. So next we need to find out the value of omega. Omega is the angle between perpendicular and positive x-axis. So comparing this, we get cos omega is equal to minus 1 by 2 or sin omega is equal to root 3 by 2. Okay. So taking the negative value, we know that cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2, right? So I am writing this minus here and replacing this 1 by 2 to cos pi by 3. Okay. So next I am going to taking this minus 2 out inside this angle, and we know that cos pi minus theta is equal to minus cos theta. And if we draw the 4 quadrant, this is our 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi and so on. And we know that in angle pi minus theta lies in second quadrant. Only sine and cosec are positive in second quadrant. Okay. So the value of cos pi minus theta is equal to minus cos theta. So using this result, I am going to convert this minus cos theta. Here in place of theta it is pi by 3. I am going to convert this minus cos pi by 3 to cos pi minus pi by 3, and both are equivalent. So from this we get cos 3 pi minus pi divided by 3, and which is equal to cos 2 pi by 3. Cos 2 pi by 3 is value is 120 degree, right? Okay. And if we look at sine 120 value, and we know that sine 120 is sine 120 degree can also be written as sine 180 minus 60 degree, right? Okay. So sine pi minus theta is equal to sine theta itself. So here we get sine 60 degree. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So here we get root 3 by 2. And it is better to take negative values for finding the value of omega. Okay. And if we find out the value of omega, just check for sine omega. For putting the value of omega in sine omega, we get the same answer. So we are writing omega is equal to 120 degree. So next I am going to write the complete form of normal form of equation of a line, that is x cos 120 degree plus y sin 120 degrees equal to 4 is our final answer. And in this question they are asking to find out the omega and p, and we have found that p is equal to 4 and omega equal to 120 degree. Okay, I hope you understood this question. Next, moving to second part of this question, that is x minus y equal to 4. This is in the form of general equation of a line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So here c is positive. So here a is the coefficient of x, that is 1, and b is the coefficient of y, that is equal to minus 1. So here we need to convert this equation of a line into normal form of equation of a line, and normal form of equation of line is x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. So for that I am going to find out cos omega. Here plus or minus a divided by root of a square plus b square gives us the value of cos omega, and I'm going to substitute the value of a here, that is 1 divided by root of 1 square plus b, value of b is minus 1 square, so it will become 1 divided by root of 1 plus 1, that is equal to 1 by root 2. Okay. Next, we need to calculate the sin omega, and it will be equal to plus or minus b divided by root of a square plus b square, and it is further equal to, I am going to substitute the value of b, that is minus 1 here, divided by root of 1 square plus minus 1 all square, and divided by minus 1 divided by root of 1 plus 1 is equal to minus 1 by root 2 is the value of sin omega. Next, the value of p is equal to plus or minus c divided by root of a square plus b square. Here c is 4. C is always positive. Okay. So it will be equal to 4 divided by root of 1 square plus minus 1 all square is equal to 4 divided by root of 1 plus 1 is equal to 4 by root 2. So here I am going to rationalize this. So for that I am going to multiply and dividing with the root 2 here, and we get 4 root 2 by root 2 into root 2 will become 2. Cancelling this 2 and 4, and we get 2 root 2 is the value of perpendicular distance, that is p. Okay. So next I am going to substitute all the values of cos omega, sin omega in normal form here. That is, we get x into cos omega values 1 by root 2 plus y into sin omega values 1 by root 2 equal to p. Value of p is 2 root 2. Okay. So normal form is x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. So next we need to find out the value of omega. Omega is the angle between perpendicular and positive x-axis. Okay, so for that I am taking the negative value here, that is sin omega equal to minus 1 by root 2. And in this equation we get cos omega equal to 1 by root 2. So for finding the value of angle or omega, the best method is to take a negative answer. Okay, that's why I am taking sin omega equal to minus 1 by root 2. And we know that sin pi by 4 or sin 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. So I am writing this minus here and replacing this 1 by root 2 by sin pi by 4. And next I am going to take this negative 2 inside this angle, and we know that sin 2 pi minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. Okay, and if we draw the 4 quadrant, this is our 0, this is our pi by 2, this is pi, and this is 3 pi by 2, this is 2 pi, and so on. 2 pi minus theta lies in 4th quadrant. Only cos and sec are positive in 4th quadrant, because here cos value is positive, sin value is negative, right? So I am taking, that's why I am taking sin 2 pi minus theta equal to minus sine theta. So 2 pi minus theta, the angle lies in fourth quadrant, only cos and sec are positive. The other trigonometric functions are negative. That means sine 2 pi minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. So here, using this result, I am going to change this minus sine pi by 4 to sine 2 pi minus pi by 4. Here theta is equivalent to pi by 4, right? So, cross multiplying this term, we get 8 pi minus pi divided by 4. Here we get sine 7 pi by 4. And which will be equal to sine, this 7 pi by 4 is equivalent to 315 degree. Okay. So here we get the value of omega as 315 degree. So next I am going to write the normal form here. X cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. So here we get the value of cos omega is 315 degree. So x cos 315 degree plus y sin 315 degree equal to value of p is 2 root 2. So here in this question they were asking to find out the value of omega and p, and now we get the value of omega as 315 degree and p as 2 root 2. Okay, and this is our final answer. I hope you understood this question. This is our last question. Find the distance of the point minus 1 comma 1 from the line 12 into x plus 6 equal to 5 into y minus 2. Okay, so let's start the solution of this question. And here we need to find out the distance of a point from the line, and we know that the formula for finding the distance of a point from x1 y1, distance of a point x1 y1 from the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is d equal to mod ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square. Right. So here given that the value of x1 y1 is minus 1 comma 1. Okay. So the equation of a line given that it is 12 into x plus 6 equal to 5 into y minus 2. So first of all we need to convert this given equation of a line into general equation of a line. Though for that I am going to opening this bracket, we get 12x plus 12 into 6 will become 72 is equal to 5y minus 10. Okay. So taking whole the term to LHS, we get 12x plus 72 minus 5y plus 10 equal to 0. And rearranging this, we get 12x minus 5y plus 72 plus 10 will become plus 82 equal to 0. Okay, so this is in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So next we need to find out the value of distance using this formula. D equal to modulus 12 into giving the value of x and y to this x1 y1 point, that is minus 1 1 here. We get 12 into x1 is minus 1 plus b is minus 5 into y1 is 1 plus c value is 82 whole divided by root of, here a is 12 square plus B is minus 5 whole square. Okay, so substituting all values in this equation, so this formula, and we get the value of D as mod minus 12 into minus 1 will become minus 12. Minus 5 into 1 will become minus 5 plus 82 whole divided by root of 144 plus 5 square is 25. Okay, so here we get 82 minus 12 minus 5 will become minus 17 plus 82 divided by root of 169. Okay, and this will be minus 17 plus 82 will become 82 minus 17 65 divided by root 169 is 13. So 13 into 5 is 65, right? So we get the value of distance is 5. Okay.